So why might we want to change something from standard form to vertex form? What's that? It's easier to graph when it's in vertex form. Why? Why is it easier to graph in vertex form? Yes, Ani? Of what? The vertex, that's right. And so you can see it, look at it, and get the vertex. So this might be a reason why you might want to change it to vertex form. So what we want to do first, we're just going to put parentheses around these first two terms. So we want to take this part here and figure out what number we need to add to that to make a perfect square. So we're going to do our b divided by 2 squared. Our b in this case is 16. So what's 16 divided by 2 squared? 8 squared, which is 64. So we have y equals x squared plus 16x plus 64. And then we have a plus 55 here. So the problem is I can't just add whatever I want to the problem. What I could do something so that I could make that statement the same. What is it that I could do to that? Since I added 64 here, what might I be able to do to make this okay? If I were taking x plus 5 equals 11 and I'm solving it, what would I do to solve it? Minus 5 on both sides. So what I can do is I can add this 64 over here. The problem is that if I add that 64 over there, it's not going to give me vertex form. So I really need to have this 64 over on the other side. So I'm going to minus 64 and minus 64. So this gives me y here. And what is this as a perfect square? Plus or minus? Plus 8. And where did we get the 8 from? Half of 16. And then what we want to take the 55 and subtract 64, which is how much? Feel free to use a calculator. Minus 9. And there is your vertex form. Okay, so a lot of steps, not hard, but just a lot of steps. Okay, let's do another one. So here on number 10.
I got it. It's pirates.
Take our b, divide it by 2 and square it. What is our b on this one? What's b on number 10? Negative 18. So we're going to take our negative 18, divide it by 2, and square it. Ashley, what does that give us? Okay, so we have y equals x squared minus 18x. And then inside, we're going to add an 81. And then what are we going to do to offset that adding 81? Is there something I could do with just one step rather than adding 81 to both sides, adding 81 over here, and then subtracting it? Could I just subtract 81 over here? So I add 81 here, and on the same side, I could subtract 81. So if you like adding 81 there and then subtracting it, that's fine. I don't care which way you do that. I just did it as one step. Does that make sense, Nicole? What I did there to get the negative 81? Okay. So then this gives us y equals what squared? X minus 9, half of the 18, and then 83 minus 81 is 2. So there's your vertex form. We'll do one more, and then I'll have you do one. Anybody still looking at that? Okay. So we are... So there's... So we want to take our b divided by 2 and square it. Hayden, what's our b?
The b is 8, negative 8.
Yep. And what is negative 8 divided by 2 squared, Aishan?
16.
Yep. That's great. You did that in one step. So we have y equals x squared minus 8x plus 16. And then we have a plus 22. And what are we going to do to offset that 16 that we added in there? Subtract it. And so what would this be as a square?
X minus 4.
X minus 4 squared. And then plus how much?
6.
I want to encourage you to do what I did up here. I made these easy today. They will not always be this easy. They're going to be harder on Monday. And if you don't know what to do because you're trying to do a bunch of things just in your head, you may not know what to do. So I encourage you to write it out. Go ahead and do this as a you try.
But what are you doing, bro?
I was helping you write.
Huh?
I was helping you write.
What?
I was helping you write.
Oh, alright. Good.
The last one was
No, hold on. See where it how much it likes. What is that?
Yes.
really, come on. Do I really need to say anything like that? Come on. Let's be polite. My guess is that the girls don't laugh. I don't think it's funny. Okay, your answer should be y equals x plus 7 squared minus 9. Any questions on how I got that? Can I get somebody to pass out the worksheet?
Come on, Nick. Nick, come on, Nick. Yeah, please. Hey, Nick, you forgot one. You forgot me. What the fuck?
I'm gonna finish one now. Watch. What you say? Nick.
You want to be professional?
Right, you know when you shut up. I'm writing my name up. Bro, you cheated. No, we are. Whoa.
What's the same one of it? Wait, you see your notes? No, because I didn't do this.
What you I like it. You're supposed to go up again on the left to get to the next one.
No.